gentlemen, I'm Aaron Nix. Welcome back to the Woodville in Gray's Inn. It is main event time here. Team Mayfairs, Tate Mayfairs, Trew and Kieron Lacey, and the Rumble Wrestling Champion Sid Manelli versus the Bryant Brothers and a mystery partner. Well, Tommy Tanner's music is playing. As we found out earlier on in the evening, you would have seen it on Rumble Wrestling TV, Tommy Tanner not cleared to wrestle. So who is the mystery partner, ladies and gentlemen?
Listen, people, I just want to take this chance to apologise one more time to everyone here and apologise to the Bryant Brothers. Sorry I can't be in there with you tonight, lads. But now as for you, Mayfairs, you muppet, you took my leg away from me. Now I'm going to take something away from you. Now I told you I'm going to change the game, so now let's bring out the fourth man. Here we go.
Here we go, we're going to find out who the fourth man is. And what? Oh my God! Well, there's been a lot of discourse lately amongst Team Mayfairs and Shen Wu, ladies and gentlemen, but it looks like Shen Wu has had enough of being pushed around and being mugged off by Tate Mayfairs. And oh man, well, Tommy Tanner said he was going to change the game, and this is most definitely what you would call changing the game. And Tate Mayfairs look shell-shocked. That jacket, by the way, which was a gift to Shen Wu by Tate Mayfairs and then stolen back, and frankly, Shen Wu has been embarrassed and mocked and degraded for too long. Oh, the Bryant Brothers obviously know Shen Wu very well. Hell, in this building it was Shen Wu who tried so hard to ensure that Nino Bryant and the Bryant Brothers themselves were never successful on this great level, but obviously things have changed and Shen Wu has finally had enough of Tate Mayfairs, and can I just honestly say, it is about damn time. You think about how long Tate Mayfairs has mocked and ridiculed Shen Wu, which is ironic when you consider that if it wasn't for Shen Wu, Tate Mayfairs wouldn't have half the success he does in this business, and he knows that all too well, and he's got some nerve pointing a finger at Shen Wu, who frankly is the architect of most of his success, and obviously these stooges, Trew and Kieron Lacey, not to mention the Rumble Wrestling Champion Sid Manelli. Well, they're going to have a lot to answer for, and this is going to be one hell of a dynamic, ladies and gentlemen. A 4-on-4 elimination tag team main event here in the Woodville. Buckle up, Gray's Inn, because this one is going to be an absolute barn burner. Commence wrestling indeed, Stephen Barker. Oh boy, I cannot wait to see this. Tate Mayfairs and Shen Wu, and it looks like they're going to start this matchup out. And have to say, Shen Wu in great condition, by the way. Obviously has had enough of the absolute dictatorship that Tate Mayfairs is running here at Rumble Wrestling. Tate Mayfairs, you got some nerve screaming at Shen Wu and berating him in that way, screaming, how dare you, when he's the one who did so much for you. Well, there's that jacket, of course, a symbolic gesture, and now Tate Mayfairs showing absolutely zero class, as per usual, to slap across the face of Shen Wu, who doesn't have to take that anymore, and he kicks Tate Mayfairs right where it hurts the most, right in the crown jewels. How do you like that, sunshine? And most definitely deserved. Good for you, Shen Wu. Absolutely taking no nonsense. And now, looking for the Rainmaker. And yeah, Tate Mayfairs running out of dodge. And now, Shen Wu wipes out Sid Manelli. Trew and Kieron Lacey, what a surprise. Cheap shots from behind by the hyenas of Rumble Wrestling. But Shen Wu explodes with a double clothesline. Yeah, the Japanese sensation. Shen Wu unleashed here in the Woodville, which, by the way, is rocking and rolling in support of Shen Wu, and the Bryant Brothers are loving what they see. And yeah, Tate Mayfairs like a rat in a trap. And come on, Once again, this thirsty pack of hyenas, and now things are breaking down real quickly here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure how Anton Green is going to gain any control in an 8-man tag team matchup. There is a lot of egos. There's a lot of championship gold as well that is involved in this matchup. No titles on the line, but many champions. And now stereo wipeout for the Bryant Brothers, taking everything down. It looks like Shen Wu is the only man left in the ring. Things are breaking down real quick, and a lot of brawling going on the outside. Sid Manelli wiping out Xander Bryant. Referee Anton Green distracted, and meanwhile Tate Mayfairs on a steel chair. What the hell is that? A steel chair across the spine of Shen Wu. 4 steel chair shots. Oh, you son of a gun. You scumbag. Yeah, you're real happy with yourself now. Sid Manelli stealing a pinfall eliminates Shen Wu.
That's the first fall of this contest. Shen Wu is eliminated.
Shen Wu eliminating, that is a damn shame. And the Bryant Brothers realise that is a real shame. And I tell you what, it doesn't take away. Look at Tate Mayfairs and Mark Trew and Kieron Lacey on the outside dancing around like a pack of idiots is what they are, frankly. It's an absolute disgrace. And now here goes Leland Bryant, who's now the legal man, in there with Mark Trew, and absolutely no taking away from Mark Trew and Kieron Lacey, arguably the best tag team in the world right now, ladies and gentlemen. But when it comes to attitude, when it comes to respect, they seem to be severely lacking, as is the Rumble Wrestling champion Sid Manelli. Sid Manelli, somebody who even I've got to war with a couple of times, but I fought better as Sid Manelli than this. I'm really disappointed with what Sid Manelli has done as of late. And obviously, Sid Manelli can give two hoots what I think, and when I approached him for a conversation on the matter, he had no interest in speaking to me whatsoever. But Leland Bryant looking to knock some respect into the Rumble Wrestling champion. And now, looks like Xander Bryant with the tag comes in, comes crashing across that arm of Sid Manelli. And obviously, the game plan here with the numbers advantage going towards Team Mayfairs is very simple for the Bryant Brothers. They've got to isolate and slowly conquer the numbers game. Now, Nino Bryant, the Mal Mason lightweight champion and All Nations champion, the double champ, gets the tag, double axe handle, right across that left arm of Sid Manelli. And obviously, the game plan is to weaken the Rumble Wrestling champion. And by the way, Nino Bryant and Sid Manelli, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, building quite a rivalry ever since Sid Manelli turned his back on Nino Bryant last time out here at the Woodville. And now, Sid Manelli taking some cheap shots as Mark Trew gets the tag. And I'll tell you what, Mark Trew, I will say, one of the most lethal taps I've ever seen. Beautiful tilt-a-whirl neck head scissors by Leland Bryant, takes him down and out, drop kick as well. And Mark Trew getting all he can handle, courtesy of the youngest of the Bryant Brothers. And Kieron Lacey very smartly took a blind tag there, leg sweep now by Mark Trew and Kieron Lacey, who make a wish indeed. Wishbone, double chops, senton splash, rolling rock off the back of Kieron Lacey by Mark Trew, who then wipes out the other two Bryant Brothers. And Trew and Lacey, whether you like it or not, are cooking on high cylinders here at the Woodville. An explosive level of offense here. And now Mark Trew, with that MMA background, is getting another cheap shot in, and it's Kieron Lacey who's the lead man here, and Leland Bryant. All of a sudden, the dramatic shift in this elimination matchup, ladies and gentlemen, and Tate Mayfairs now the legal man looking to wear down Leland Bryant, has made no shame in his estimation of how much he hates the Bryant Brothers. Beautiful suplex there by Tate Mayfairs, who I have said, when it comes to the complete package, is most definitely one of the best wrestlers walking this planet. But I have honestly lost my mind and run out of hyperbole to try and describe the sheer level of disrespect that Tate Mayfairs has shown not only this business, not only his fellow combatants, but even his own flesh and blood, so to speak, in someone like Shen Wu. And it's a damn shame what happened to Shen Wu here tonight, as Sid Manelli once again taking cheap shots, goading the Bryant Brothers into the ring. And I understand the emotional complexity of this matchup. Emotions are high indeed, but the Bryant Brothers cannot allow Leland Bryant to be dissected like this, because the numbers game is already against them. Sid Manelli now sitting out on the back of young Leland Bryant. Meanwhile, I believe Mark Trew taking liberties at ringside with one of the fallen Bryant Brothers. Sid Manelli now just wearing away at Leland Bryant, and man, things do not look good if you are part of the Bryant Brothers right now, ladies and gentlemen, because Leland Bryant cannot have much left in the tank, and he's being dissected by Mark Trew and Sid Manelli, and a kick to the midsection. Mark Trew has I've got to say, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Trew, whether you like it or not, in world-class condition. He's always been in great shape, but he looks to have really picked it up a notch as he tags in his partner, Kieron Lacey, and you will not find a more well-oiled machine. Tag team wrestling, a splash to the spine, rolls through into the cover and gets a deep 2 count, and well, the Bryant Brothers simply cannot afford to go down 4-2 in the numbers game against 4 individuals of this nature. I will give Tate Mayfairs credit where it is due, as Kieron Lacey is just wrenching away and dissecting poor young Leland Bryant here in the Woodville. Tate Mayfairs has put together an all-star team like no other. Arguably the best tag team in the world today in Trew and Lacey, the Rumble Wrestling champion, the man who stands aloft of this company, whether we like it or not, in Sid Manelli, and of course Tate Mayfairs, who is probably the most decorated professional wrestler walking that aisle anywhere in the world today right now. And Kieron Lacey, look out, Kieron Lacey. Well, Leland Bryant was able to escape, makes the tag, and a fresh Sergeant Bryant is in the ring now. Double leg takedown, and Sergeant Bryant is absolutely itching to get his hands on Trew and Lacey. Yes, indeed. And now, beautiful step over into the sit-out powerbomb. Beautiful offense exploding. Tate Mayfairs, not even the legal man, by the way. Cheap shot applied, gets an enziguri for his troubles, gets sent crashing to the outside. Clothesline to the Rumble Wrestling champion. Oh boy, Xander Bryant is ferocious in combat right now. Makes the tag, ladies and gentlemen, does Leland Bryant, who then immediately makes the tag. Here we go, the synergy, the beautiful chemistry between the trio of Bryant Brothers, who are just wearing out Kieron Lacey in the corner. Bryant now looking to build up a head of steam. Oh man, beautiful trio stereo offense. All 3 of the Bryant Brothers driving their boots into different areas of Kieron Lacey, and frankly, who could blame him? Frankly, well deserved as far as I'm concerned. And now, roll for it. It's actually Mark Trew's in the ring, excuse me, and a beautiful, beautiful power bomb there. Stereo power bomb. Oh man, Mark Trew only just able to escape before the 3 count. Oh man, I tell you what, things got real tense, real quick there, ladies and gentlemen. And now, once again, up to the top, and if there's anywhere the Bryant Brothers are comfortable, more so than the ground, it's the air. And Tate Mayfairs and Sid Manelli, come on, taking cheap shots once again. Xander Bryant says, "Son it, I'm going for it anyway." Big splash, knees got up. The knees got up by Trew and Lacey. Oh, look out, patented Trew and Lacey incoming. Stereo suplex powerbomb combination, and Trew and Lacey have eliminated Xander Bryant.
Bryant is eliminated. It's 2 versus 4.
Well, the unthinkable has just taken place, and now things are looking real bleak if you are the Bryant Brothers, because Mark Trew, Kieron Lacey, Tate Mayfairs. Oh, look out! Nino Bryant not waiting to launch an offensive against Team Mayfairs, who, by the way, have not had a single elimination yet. It's 4-on-2. Kick to the midsection, leapfrog, and now beautiful stereo offense, leg sweep, and almost a Rough Rider combination there. Leading Bryant with a pin. Oh, man. Well, Mark Trew certainly getting all he can handle courtesy of the Bryant Brothers, but the bottom line is the most important statistic in this matchup is 4 versus 2. It's elimination. Looking for the black mass kick, and Mark Trew able to escape through the legs. Sidesteps. Cheap shot once again. Such a vicious headbutt. My God. Mark Trew just ran through Leland Bryant like a juggernaut. Gets himself a deep 2 count. A credit to Leland Bryant and enziguri. And how many cheap shots? How many cheap shots from Team Mayfairs in this matchup? It absolutely beggars belief. Tate Mayfairs, yeah, lauding on the second rope. And now, yeah, Nino Bryant not even allowing referee Anton Green's just about had enough. And come on, Anton Green's got to be able to get some sort of control. He must be able to see what's going on here as Tate Mayfairs takes a cheap shot and wipes out a very emotional, and understandably so, Nino Bryant, who's made to sit and watch as his youngest brother, Leland Bryant, is being absolutely dissected once again. And it is the bleakest of scenarios. Vicious, beautiful, brainbuster-like suplex, and Mark Trew is certainly feeling himself in this matchup. Martin Trew's going to pick apart at the bones, hooks the leg, and Leland Bryant, to his credit, still able to kick out. There's still some fight, there's still some heart in this young man, and stop me when you've heard this before. The heart and the desire, the will and the fight necessary to succeed in the souls of the Bryant brothers. But Martin Trew doesn't give two hoots about heart and desire. All he cares about is success. A mercenary in professional wrestling is Mark Trew, just like his brother in combat, Kieron Lacey, and a vicious PK right across the spine of Leland Bryant, as Tate Mayfairs now gets the tag. Legal man looking to stick his fist right into the breadbasket. Poor young Leland Bryant, who surely it's just a matter of time at this point. As Tate Mayfairs just stamps on the ankle. Absolutely no mercy for that young man. Roaring at Nino Bryant. The bad blood, of course, has been spilling over for years. Nino Bryant, of course, and Tate Mayfairs. No love lost there, ladies and gentlemen. And Tate Mayfairs will take any opportunity to make an example of a Bryant brother, especially if it means showing off in front of Nino Bryant. Making Nino Bryant suffer seems to have been the MO, and Tate Mayfairs just cannot get over the fact that Nino Bryant, took the gold away from him. And oh, look how, well, they were looking for stereo offense, and Nino Bryant able to escape. It was too telegraphed is what it was. Tate Mayfairs trying to put the brakes on, gets it in to go through his troubles. Desperately. Nino Bryant needs to make the tag, and he does so. A fresh Nino Bryant is ready to go, and absolutely infuriated at what he's been forced to watch. And now Nino Bryant has exploded here in the Woodville. Roaring, oh, look at the misdirection. He's got each and every one of Team Mayfairs lined up and ready to go, like fish in a barrel. Roaring uppercuts in each corner. Oh, look how a malfunction at the junction. And oh, well, Manelli and Tate Mayfairs almost ran into each other. Get a double drop kick for their troubles. Nino Bryant has got the better of Team Mayfairs. It is a one-man army scenario right now, ladies and gentlemen. The combined All Nations and Mal Mason lightweight champion looking to finish the job here. Tornado DDT. Tate Mayfair is able to escape. The hyenas once again diving on him. Surely, at some point, somebody is going to have to exercise the rule here. I understand how difficult this is for referee Anton Green, being intimidated by this many individuals, but at some point, Anton Green is going to have to defy crossbody. Leland Bryant just absolutely descended from the shadows here. From the rafters comes Leland Bryant. And now, Nino Bryant looking a little worse for her. And Leland Bryant somehow completely regenerated after that brutal offensive from Team Mayfairs. And he's now the legal man. Kieron Lacey able to escape. Oh, come on, Lacey just raking at the eyes of Leland Bryant. No class whatsoever. Not that I'd expect here. And now looking to once again let lightning strike and deliver that suplex palm combination. Beautiful counter. Hurricane Runner holds it to the legs. West Coast pop. Oh my God. Mark Trew eliminated by Leland Bryant.
Eliminated. It's 3 versus 2.
Well, that will certainly help the numbers game. And Team Mayfairs finally has a strike in the loss column. And now, oh, look out, pile driver. Counter super kick. Rolls right through. And just like that, Kieron Lacey is eliminated as well.
It's 2 versus 2.
Well, just like that, a minute ago it was 4 versus 2. It's now 2 versus 2. Come on. Mark Trew and Kieron Lacey aren't even in this matchup anymore. Never mind the legal men. And they're still taking full advantage. And Kieron Lacey, I mean, what is referee Anton Green going to be able to do here? They've already been eliminated anyway. Oh, come on. Come on. Just looking to do the damage. And once again with a powerbomb suplex combination. Trew and Lacey with the Lacey and Trew driver, frankly, have just put a nail in the coffin of the Bryant brothers. And might I add, illegally so. Not even a part of this matchup. Leland Bryant completely wiped out.
Sid and Tate against Leland and Nino.
That very much is stating the obvious there from Stephen Barker, obviously letting us know who is left in this matchup. We all know that. The bottom line, though, is that there is a far, far worse looking Leland Bryant than there is Tate Mayfairs, and Sid Manelli, who just wiped out Nino Bryant on the outside. Tate trigger. Oh man, Leland Bryant absolutely punch drunk out on his feet, and now the fisherman's driver Tate Mayfairs looking to pick the bones, does so, and Leland Bryant is eliminated.
It's 2 versus 1.
Nino Bryant, come on. Well, Nino Bryant now, once again, left to his own devices. He's all alone in this Survivor Series style tag team matchup. Tate Mayfairs and Nino Bryant desperately trying to protect his younger brother from any more damage, and he is sick and tired of looking at both of these men, especially Tate Mayfairs, when you think what Tate Mayfairs has put him and his brothers through, and now what Sid Manelli thinks he can put the Bryant brothers through as well. And Nino Bryant looks to be enraged. He's fired up, and Nino Bryant is not going to take this line down, and Nino Bryant is going to fight till his last breath in a 2-on-1 scenario, which, by the way, it is supposed to be a tag team matchup. Super kick blocked by Tate Mayfairs here. And Nino Bryant now, oh, look at that, backflip, lands on his feet, ducks the clothesline off. Sid Manelli ran into Tate Mayfairs, super kick on the money. Tate Mayfairs sent flying to the outside, and now we have a one-on-one affair. Nino Bryant and Sid Manelli. Tate Mayfairs, of course, still in this match. Oh yeah, how convenient, that super kick to the face. Well, Sid Manelli was backing off from Nino Bryant. Tornado DDT delivered to the Rumble Wrestling Champion. Off the top is the cry. Nino Bryant looking to somehow finish the job all by himself against two of the most dangerous men in the history of professional wrestling. He's perched on top. Sid Manelli's in the line. It's a beautiful splash. Is that going to be enough? It is. Oh, come on! Tate Mayfairs, you piece of crap! Just pulled the referee out of the ring. As if you haven't bent enough rules this evening. Tate Mayfairs taking liberties, dragged referee Anton Green out of this matchup, and Nino Bryant is incensed, and rightfully so. But I am sick and tired of this. I mean, I love what Tate Mayfairs does as a professional wrestler, as he gets a suicida tope from Nino Bryant for his troubles. And frankly, I am just so sick and tired of everything that they are doing. The amount of cheating, the amount of bending of the rules. And Nino Bryant, oh man, lands on his feet, rolls through. I think it's looking for a splash. Vicious low center of gravity on that drop kick. Takes out the knee. And now, with referee Anton Green disposed of for now, Tate Mayfairs is going to take full advantage, as I said, in a steel chair to the midsection and then the spine of poor young Nino Bryant. Tate Mayfairs will never let it go. He will never live down the fact that he lost the All Nations Championship to Nino Bryant right here in the Woodville inside that steel cage. And now he's going to look to do exactly what he did to Tommy Tanner, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, and take out the left leg of Nino Bryant. That steel chair is wrapped around. Come on! As if you haven't done enough damage as it is. He's going to break the leg of Nino Bryant, just like he tried to break Tommy. Speaking of Tommy Tanner on one good leg. He's not going to allow what happened to him to happen to Nino Bryant as well. Tommy Tanner getting him some of Tate Mayfairs any way he possibly can. Nino Bryant, I think Nino Bryant is realizing no referee, but a steel chair, and maybe turnabout is fair play. Yes, it is. And a steel chair to the midsection. Get yourself some, Nino. Get yourself some at the behest of Tate Mayfairs. Oh boy, you're in the drop zone now. Tornado DDT right on the steel chair. Tate Mayfairs is out cold. Tommy Tanner brings Anton Green back into the matchup, and Tate Mayfairs has been eliminated.
Tate Mayfairs is eliminated. It's 1 versus 1.
Yes, indeed. It's 1-on-1. Express yourself. Here we go. Nino Bryant dispatches the trash, and we are down to 2. Sid Manelli. Sid Manelli, what a surprise. Looking for a cheap shot here. Looking for the cutter. Counter by Nino Bryant. And an RKO out of absolutely nowhere. Didn't get all of it, but got enough. Sid Manelli taken out. Nino Bryant recognises that the game is in play. 1-on-1. It is time to finish the job. Sid Manelli, well, I'll give him credit where it's due. He's wise, and he knew exactly what was going on there. And Sid Manelli able to escape and now has a steel chair in hand. And Sid Manelli and Nino Bryant obviously go back some way in Rumble Wrestling. And what the hell is Sid Manelli doing? Just chucking that steel chair into the ring. Oh, what the hell? What the hell? Until Green had his back turned. And what the, some sort of aerosol can and a curb stomp. An aerosol can to the eyes and a curb stomp. Sid Manelli taking full advantage. And oh, come on. No, not like that. Oh my God, Sid Manelli has just stolen one in the most disgusting fashion. That's your Rumble Wrestling champion, is it?
Shut your mouth, you snotty-nosed kids. If you don't get back in your seats, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to slap each and every one of you.
That is just a garbage way to win this main event.
Let me say one thing. I may be many things, but I'm not a cheater. Mr. MC, Mr. Referee, I want that fair and square. Oh yes I did! Oh yes I did! So you do your job properly and you announce me as the winner. And once again, I've beaten Nino Bryant. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, the Rumble Wrestling Champion, Sid Manelli.
So fast! You are a cheater! 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 You cheated against me last time. And you've done the same tonight. So Sid, I'm telling you right now, between me and you, this isn't over.
I've beat you many times. You really want me to beat you again? Are you sure he wants it? I don't think he's man enough. I'll tell you what, you load of muppets. I'm that confident because I'm the #1 champion. I can beat him any day of the week with my eyes shut. Shut your mouth, big ears.